So, the first dev stream of 2021 has just ended. The new format, I guess one dev stream a month and a promise of content closer to its actual release date being shown off. So what did we get to look at? Quite a lot actually. First up, we got a look at our next new Warframe, Sevagoth, aka Wraithe. A Warframe I know a lot of you have been eagerly anticipating. Originally created by Liger and Nizuka, like some other Warframes, Sevagoth has their own meter, their own resource meter. A meter that you build up by using abilities, and once you fill that meter, you can then spawn in your ultimate ability, which is a shadow form with huge sharp claws. So you can leave your Warframe behind and become the flying wraith with claws that you always wanted to be. Sevagoth is coming with a quest in order to get them. And from what we know so far about this Warframe, their passive is the shadow can revive himself by harvesting souls. So if you die, your shadow is left behind to reap souls in order to revive your Warframe. I'm guessing very similar, it sounds like, or along the lines of Inaros' tombstone. You know, when he dies, which is very, very, very seldom, right? You get that tombstone left there that you can leech health off enemies from, so it sounds a little bit like that. Sevagoth's first three abilities are called Reap, Sow and Gloom. Reap will shoot out a shadow form that you can direct by aiming your crosshairs, so you can shoot it in a straight line or you can aim your crosshairs around and direct it towards enemies. This will deal damage, but it also debuffs enemies to increase the damage that they then take when the shadow form hits them. Their Sow ability is one that will slow enemies down and drains life from them to you and of course your teammates. I think that's what they said it was. Gloom is an energy over time drain ability, which I honestly missed the explanation of because there was a few of them talking at the same time. And the ultimate ability is your Wraith form once you fill that meter up. Your Wraith form also has three specific powers. The first one is a cone that pulls enemies from in front of you towards you in nice and close so that you can swipe your claws at them and cut them up. Second ability will charge you through your enemies and rip their soul clean out. We're being told that this is a kind of radiation effect that will leave them confused, and then I think it will heal you as well, maybe. The third ability will debuff all enemies in range and increase the damage that they take from future attacks as well. So that's what we know so far about Sevagoth. Two forms, normal Sevagoth and then the Wraith form when you fill up the ultimate meter by casting the first three abilities. Sounds like there is life leech involved with this Warframe. Big claws for damage, but no idea how this Warframe is going to play when fully modded. What's its, I guess, survivability? What's it going to work like with regards to energy efficiency, or how long you're going to be able to stay active in that Wraith form? How you're going to, I guess, get the maximization out of that with the mods that you equipped? Time will tell. This frame is coming, like I said, with update 30, which is looking like a pretty big update. Update 30 is called the Call of the Tempestari, which will have Sevagoth's quest, but also Corpus Railjack, and also a Railjack revisit. Now, they said that they want to kind of combine normal gameplay more into Railjack missions, so bring more, I guess, of your base game into the actual Railjack missions, so that you will start off a Railjack mission with a tiny bit of Railjack and then move into a normal core Warframe mission. So it will hopefully mesh some of our islands together. So it kind of sounds like you could run a mission that will start with 5 minutes of Railjack and then half an hour of base gameplay. They also mentioned that intrinsics are being looked at as a Railjack kind of revisit. Necromex were mentioned as being added into intrinsics in some way to get a benefit out of those. Orphic's Venom, you know, that kind of Railjack ground type mission, is being added in permanently in some form with this Railjack revisit, along with two other new Railjack game modes as well that are still being worked on. Again, I'm not going to judge this. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Railjack, but if there's more core gameplay added in there and it's only a tiny bit of Railjack at the start, I'd be okay with that. Now, this is Revenant Deluxe, designed by Debbie Sheen. Honestly, looks awesome. This skin is coming with a two-handed Nakana Deluxe skin as well, and some Tenno cosmetics. On top of that, Debbie is also working on a new Ember Deluxe skin, which is this. So Ember is apparently the representation of day and Revenant is the representation of night. Not gonna lie, both of these look great, but again, Deluxe skins, a lot of you will say not actual content, so moving on. Nightwave Intermission Season 3, or Series 3, will be live from some of you are going to say it's in a fucking forest now just because I said Season 3. It will be live from February the 1st. I'm not salty, by the way. And returning with it is the Spore Ephemera, also the Emissary Operator suit, and the Ender Wards are two separate Umbral forma. Now, no idea how long this is going to last. Could be another several months, might not be. They also mentioned that our next proper Nightwave series will be a simpler one with better rewards and an overall better experience. Again, time will tell what that exactly means. We'll have to wait and see. Now, the next Prime Access was revealed on the Devstream as well, and it is dropping on February the 23rd. Octavia Prime. This is her. Looks pretty cool. Bit of extra gold trim, musical Warframe. Complete with the Pandero and the Tenora Prime, I believe Rebecca said. The accessory pack comes with a new primed armor set called the Glissanda Prime Armor, and the primed Sayandana is called the Serenadine. She also comes with a primed Shawzin. Play your own tunes if you're into that, you know, stroke your own strings, everyone's to their own. So again, it's released on February the 23rd. Star Days is an event coming for Valentine's Day with Warframe with some new gear for you to earn, which will have glyphs, colour palettes, Ignis Rate blueprints, no more trading, floofs, and this crazy looking winged ephemera. February the 11th will be the start date for this Valentine's Day event. Now, we got a look at the long spoken about Ghoul Saw, right? The long fabled after Ghoul Saw that has been shown off many years ago, 2-3 years ago I think they said in the Devstream. This weapon was meant to also allow you to mount it and I guess ride it like a motorbike, you know, shoot across the ground like the ghouls could on it. But it honestly sounded like during the Devstream that that's still being worked on, or that they hadn't actually implemented that, only as a kind of afterthought. And maybe it's only being added now because of that, because they showed it off on Twitter and on different social media, and maybe people are saying, hopefully we can still ride it, we need to be able to ride it. And now they're thinking, fuck, they need to be able to ride it, we need to add that in. Now, the Zephyr Deluxe skin by Liger Inuzuka is almost ready to show off. It wasn't shown off on the Devstream, possibly within the next week or so. Not sure if they said it was coming with update 30 or not, but along with the Deluxe skin is also a new Deluxe landing skin coming with Zephyr Deluxe, and along with that, Zephyr herself is also getting a little bit of a rework, or a little bit of a touch-up. Her Tailwind ability is changing, Dive Bomb's damage is being changed significantly. Tailwind apparently will allow you to hover for longer but then drain energy as a result. Tornadoes will also be changed to have less tornadoes, so 3 in total, but more suck involved, and her passive will give more crit chance when in the air. So that's pretty much the meat and veg of the whole first Devstream of the year. And I think the biggest thing shown off during this Devstream was Sevagoth, the Wraithe Warframe, and of course being told what to expect with update 30. Which does sound like a pretty big update, but there was also a lot of cosmetics shown off as well. Now, let me know what you like the look of during the Devstream, or what you didn't like the look of. Go for it as well. And as always, thanks for watching.